Something new is happening in the Williamsport district. And Ed and I are here today to introduce this idea to you early on, because we both know that new is sometimes hard and change is never easy. How often have we heard or said things like, "Oh, we've never done it that way before."
Or we tried it and it didn't work.
What's all this talk about reaching into the community? Remember the days when people would just come to stuff here at our church?
We're too old, or we're too tired.
You may not have said these things, but you've thought them. I have, and I know Ed has. It's scary to face change. It's difficult sometimes to find a new way. It's very hard to get back up and try again.
But do you know that Scripture says no less than 365 times, "Be not afraid"?
So have courage. Get back up. Keep trying. And watch this.
Nothing good in me. You are love on display for all to see. You are light when the darkness closes in. You are hope, you have covered all my sin. You are peace when my fear is crippling. You are true, even in my wandering. You are joy, you're the reason that I sing. You are light, in you death has lost its sting. Get up, I'm running to your arms. I'm running to your arms. The riches of your love will always be enough. Nothing compares to your embrace. Light of the world, forever reign. Sing you all. You are more than my words will ever say. You are Lord, all creation will proclaim. You are here, in your presence I'm made whole. You are God, of all else I'm letting go. I'm running to your arms. I'm running to your arms. The riches of your love will always be enough. Nothing compares to your embrace. Light of the world, forever.
As a congregation, as a pastor, you may feel that you simply can't find another way to move forward. You may be thinking of all the things you've already tried, or of all the things you think you lack. But we forget, it's not about us.
That's right. It's about our faithfulness in looking up, in getting up, and beginning again. Focused not on ourselves, but on God's vision. See, we believe that the Williamsport district is in a very unique position to fulfill that vision. Now, don't tell the rest of the conference, but I believe that our district has something very special, and that's our connection to each other. We live in an area where we really do have to be in ministry together, because it's only then that we can find the resources to fulfill our mission. So this is an idea that has us getting up and getting focused on the mission together.
This year, we're going to be inviting churches within the 14 clusters of our district to be a part of a missional network. You will not be forced to be a part of that network, There are several benchmarks that must be reached by your church. First, each church must develop an intentional prayer life for their leadership and for their congregation.
Second, churches must develop an intentional pathway of discipleship that helps all to grow deeper in their faith journey.
Third, there must be a lay-driven plan to form new relationships within the community.
Fourth, churches must have a plan to continually develop new, spiritually centered lay leadership.
And fifth, churches must work to make their worship intentional, focused, and passionate.
Those who agree to be a part of the network must also agree to be in a relationship with the other churches in the cluster that are a part of that missional network. You will work together to develop a plan for combined resourcing and mission in your area. In addition, missional networks must offer Equipping God's People courses to the laity within their network each and every year.
You won't be in this all alone. In return, the district and the conference will provide resources to help you. The Future Vitality Team and cluster leaders are developing packets and resources and books and ideas that you can use with your leadership to help develop each of these 5 areas. We will provide mission insight training for each network to do the demographic work required. We will provide EGP area facilitators, and finally, the Vitality Team will be trained in 2 important studies that will help churches decide if their future is to become more vital and a part of the missional network, or if it's time to choose another direction that will lead to merger or closure, in which case you will not walk alone. We will be there to help you.
This spring, we will be visiting 7 different areas around the district to talk more with clergy about the details of the missional networks. We ask you to be in prayer about where your church is already living into these areas of vitality, as well as areas where there is still work to do. It's time. Time to get up. Time to brush off that which hinders us and run the race toward our common goal to connect people to Jesus Christ and change the world.